Welcome. You have successfully checked into your abundance timeline.
Welcome back to the Rich Girl podcast. My name is Karyn Medeiros, and if you are new here, I am an award-winning manifestation coach. I am a two-time bestseller author. I am a boys soccer mom, and I am your host for the Rich Girl podcast. So today is July 1st as I am recording this. However, you're probably not going to listen to this until a couple days into July. So it is the beginning of July, and I want to tell you what rich girls do every single month. Today, we're talking about your rich girl number. So what it is, how to set it, and what is actually happening in your brain when you do. So let's dive into what this rich girl number is and what rich girls do every month. So every month, I want you to pick a number. I want you to pick a specific number that you want to receive this month. So how much money do you want to receive this month? Maybe it is 5,000, 15,000, 50,000, right? The number itself doesn't matter. It matters to you, but not everybody is going to have the same number, right? So if you are an entrepreneur, then you would set your number of, what did you receive last month, or what is your average income that you bring in through all streams of income? And then we would set that number. So let's just say, for an example, it is $10,000. So your rich girl number, you know that you can bring in $10,000. I want you to stretch that a little bit, and I want you to increase that rich girl number to maybe 13 to 15,000. Okay. I want you to make sure that your body, your nervous system feels safe receiving that number, that $10,000. So if you are consistent at $10,000 every single month, then I want you to just increase it a little bit. So then we get our nervous system comfortable, and it feels safe that, now we're bringing in 13,000 every single month. Now we're bringing in 17,000. Now we're bringing in 20,000. Because usually what happens is that we will set this really big target, this really big number, and you may work your butt off for the entire month, and then you hit it. And then the next month you're like, okay, so now I want to increase it just a little bit more. But the last month was a little bit of a stretch, and your body is not used to it. It's like corny as it sounds, of your nervous system is not used to that. I am telling you, your brain, your nervous system is not used to that. And so your nervous system has one job only, and it is to keep you safe. And so if it feels like that is not safe because you have some sort of fear in there of oh my God, you had an amazing month and you made $20,000, and you're like, holy shit, right? And then the next month you're like, but wait, what if I don't make that again? What if I don't get the same clients? What if? Then your body, you're fearing, that is an emotion in your body, and that is going to sabotage you from hitting that again. So what we need to do in simple terms is we just need to make it feel normal for us. So it's like, I make $10,000 every single month. That feels normal to me. Right? Maybe you make $50,000 every single month, and you're like, I make $50,000 every single month. That feels normal. So when it feels like the normal, or it feels easy, where it's it's easy to make 50 grand every single month. Great. Then I move my number up by 10 grand until I feel like it's kind of easy to make 60 grand. Then I move it up again. Okay, so if you are an entrepreneur, if you're not an entrepreneur and you're like, hey, I got a set income every single month, great, still works. You can still attract money in from anywhere that you want, right? Or from any place, but you don't need to know how you're going to do it. You don't need to know where it's going to come from. So if you have a set income, then, say that income is $10,000. So you bring in $10,000 every single month, throw on another 2 to 3,000 and just kind of like have this excitement of like, I know that I bring in $10,000 every single month, but I would love to bring in an extra 3,000. You bring in that excitement of like, where could that 3,000 come from? Now you're not figuring out the how that's going to come, but if you set your target up for that, your brain will then start to create new opportunities and scan for activities and stuff like that, which I'm going to tell you a little bit in this episode, all around how you literally can bring in an extra 3,000 if you are on a salary of $10,000 a month. Okay. So one, I want you to set your rich girl number. Okay. Set your rich girl number. So for last month, so today I'm recording this, it's July 1st. I have to set my new rich girl number. This was my rich girl number for June. I set it on a sticky note and I put it right here on my computer so I can see that rich girl number every single month. And you'll understand why it is on why it's on a sticky note. So I want you to write it somewhere where you will actually see it. Maybe put it on your like phone display, put it on a sticky. I don't care, right? Bathroom mirror. I just want you to look at it every single day. Okay. So what happens when we don't have a number? So what happens when you don't set a rich girl number every single month? Well, you start your month with no number, with no target, with no intention. And then what happens is that your brain defaults to neutral and it defaults to survival mode, right? Let's just make it through the month. Let's hope that nothing bad happens. Let's just see what comes in. And I just need enough. I need enough to pay my bills. I need enough for this, whatever that number is. Like, hey, I need, your expenses. Like, just say you need $10,000 to live every single month. If you don't have a number at the beginning of the month, then you're starting off with, hey, I just need $10,000 to come in, right? I just need enough. There is no wealth identity in that at all. Money responds to expectation. Like, I want you to like listen and lean in for 1 second. Money responds to expectation. So when you expect money, you make different decisions. You follow up, you show up, you sell, you ask, you create. And without that number, without you setting that rich girl number, there is no container for receiving. Your brain needs a specific number. Your brain is like a prediction machine. It likes targets. It likes direction. So when you give it a vague wish, like, oh, I would love to bring in more money this month, it has nothing to work with. Okay, I'll bring you more money in. How's an extra $2 this month? You asked for more money. So if you give vague goals, you are going to produce vague results. That is a brain thing. When you give it a specific number, something shifts. Your brain has this real science behind it. So there's a network in our brain called the salience network, and its entire job is to filter what's important and what's noise. So when you set a specific number, your brain now has this clear signal, and it starts scanning for everything related to that number: opportunities, conversations, ideas, people, things that were always there, but you weren't seeing before. So think about the last time that you decided that you wanted a specific car. All of a sudden, you saw that car everywhere. Or if I said to you, hey, go see how many red cars you can find in the next 2 days, you would see, like, say, red cars. How many red cars do you think that you would see? Your brain, I just gave your brain a target, and now your brain is starting to flag them. And it's not that, all of a sudden, like these once in a lifetime, all of these red cars appeared. Nope, your brain had a target and then started to finally call them in and see them. And so that is exactly what your rich girl number does. You stop drifting through the month and your brain starts working on, on the assignment that you gave it. So when you see your number every single day, your brain does two things. So it normalizes the idea of receiving it. So the first time that you write $10,000 a month, it might feel scary or far away. But by day 15, it really starts to feel familiar. By day 25, it starts to feel like yours, right? That normalization is everything, because your brain can't tell the difference between what is real or fake. It only knows what you tell it. So the more you see it, the more it believes it. And it scans for pathways to make it happen. It starts connecting dots to that was not connecting before. So maybe it's like a conversation that you almost didn't have, or an offer that you didn't make, or a follow-up that you almost skipped. Your brain is now working on this assignment in the background, whether you actually realize it or not. So this is how you move it from, it would be nice to this is happening. There is a part of what, separates a rich girl number from just a regular goal. So a regular goal is something that you hit. A rich girl number is who you are becoming this month to hit that goal, right? So the biggest block that wealthy women run into, like I said, is what? Vagueness, because vague goals produce vague results. But when you get very specific, when you pick a number and you look at it every single day, you stop being vague, right? You stop being vague about who you are. You become the woman who expects that $10,000 a month. And what women makes different, the women that make different decisions, you become the woman that makes different decisions. Oh my God, I couldn't get that out of my brain. You become the woman that makes different decisions than just, seeing what comes in. You start to follow up, you start to show up, like I said, all of that. And then guess what happens? Your expectation changes everything. So here's how to do this. I want you to set the tone. I want you to set the number. And then I want you to start showing up like the woman who already receives it. So if your rich girl number is $50,000, great. I want you to then show up for the rest of the month, assuming with the intention that you already make that $50,000. So decide how much money you want to receive in July. I want you to write it on a sticky note, put it in your phone wallpaper, whatever. And then I want you to put it somewhere every single day. Then I want to invite you to the Rich Girl Society. So I think like most of you guys that listen are already in there. It's just my free Rich Girl community over on School. I have some resources in there. So I will put the link in the show notes to join the Rich Girl Society over on School. Like I said, it's free. Just make sure that you have you have to create an account. And then once you're in, you'll be approved and then you'll be in the society. So come on in there. When you come in, you'll see a post. There's a post every month of your rich girl number. So come in there, put your rich girl number in, and let other women support you and cheer you on in that. I'm telling you, when you are surrounded by the right environment, the right women, everything changes. So yeah, I'm really excited for you. So this rich girl number is one of the things that I teach inside my Rich Girl Habits. So if you're in my year container, my Rich Girl Habits Amplified, you know that every single month we set our rich girl number. And so, yeah, I want you to be rich, but not just rich in money. I want you to be rich in life. So whatever that means for you, being rich in life, sure, I love money, but I also love to be rich in life where I get to pick my kids up every day from school. I get to drop them off every day from school. I get to make them a breakfast, nice calm day breakfast before they go to school. That is also being rich. And I think that all of you deserve to be a rich girl. So anyways, come join the Rich Girl community, become one of our rich girls in there, and I will see you next week. Thank you for hanging out with me. Ciao.